Let's return to that weekly party we talked about at the beginning of this mission. To keep your guests happy, you don't want to run out of favorite snacks or have snacks that have gone stale. Having the right amount of the right stuff at the right time involves inventory control. In this leg of the mission, we'll learn the methods of controlling inventory. Read the instructions below and then click OK to begin.
On Tuesday, you bought and brought home the snacks for your weekly Friday night party. Now, how do you make sure that the snacks are still around on Friday when your friends come over? You don't want your younger brothers and sisters or parents to eat everything up before Friday. You need to figure out a way to protect and secure your party snack inventory. Making sure that inventory is physically secured is also something we have to pay attention to at Hoosier Racing. When stuff arrives in the receiving area, we check all of the paperwork, like the bill of lading and packing slip, against what we ordered and count what products we actually received. Have you ever started to eat a food product that had gone stale or bad? Yuck! You don't want your party guests to eat bad food, so you need to practice good stock rotation. At Hoosier Racing, our helmets don't expire, but our products can become out of date as we create new models. So stock rotation is important to us also. Depending on the type of inventory you control, you may use one of 3 stock rotation methods. Click each of the rotation methods to learn more. FIFO stands for first in, first out, and is the most common method of rotating stock. Let's say you bought some bags of chips 3 weeks ago and more chips 2 weeks ago. You're using the FIFO method when you use the chips from 3 weeks ago for your party. You bought them first and will use them first. LIFO stands for last in, first out. At first, the idea of last in, first out doesn't seem to make sense after we just talked about keeping items fresh. But LIFO isn't about the freshness of items. It is all about dollars and cents. LIFO is used by some companies so that the accounting department can better match costs with sales and lower tax payments. FIFO stands for first expiry, first out. Expiry is the expiration date. Let's say you are checking your stock of chips and find some bags that were hidden from view. How old are these chips? You check the expiration date. If the expiration date hasn't passed, you can still use the chips. It's probably a good idea to use them up before they expire. If chips expire, they just taste stale and no one wants to eat them. But if other products like drugs expire, it could be a life or death matter. So the FIFO rotation method pays special attention to expiration dates. Before you go buy more chips for your upcoming parties, you probably count how many bags of chips you already have. It's probably not that hard to count your inventory. It may only take a few seconds. But what if you had to manage a huge inventory of thousands or even millions of items? How would you ever be sure that what your computer system says you have on stock is actually the amount you have on the shelves? No matter how much effort is made to keep track of inventory, it is possible that the count will be off at some point. Errors happen somewhere along the way, whether we like to admit it or not. There are 2 basic methods of auditing or checking inventory record accuracy. They each have different objectives. Click each of the auditing methods to learn more. A periodic audit is one that happens every once in a while. Most often, this is annually. During this time, all inventory is counted 100%, and other work shuts down or slows considerably. The goal in doing this is to verify the accuracy and value of the inventory for the annual financial statement. A cycle count is one that happens continually throughout the year. Every item isn't counted every day, but some group of items are counted until eventually all inventory is counted over a year-long period, and some of the inventory is counted multiple times. One of the most common ways to determine how often an item is counted is by determining its value and ranking it from A to C. A ranking of A means the item is more valuable. A ranking of C means the item is less valuable. The more valuable the item, the more often it is counted. The main purpose of cycle counting is to evaluate the reasons for errors in inventory records and to find ways of improving inventory control so the inventory won't be lost again in the future. The staff who performs cycle counting is trained to do this task as one of their main responsibilities, so they are less likely to make mistakes and their count should be correct.
Congratulations! You have completed the inventory control mission. You should now have an understanding of the impact inventory has on the supply chain, examples of push and pull inventory planning systems, the various methods used to control inventory, stock rotation methods, physical control and auditing methods.